Hi, friends. It's Mindful Monday. And for the next few weeks, I am going to be giving you some practices and insights about learnings that I've had in 2020. And one of the biggest learnings I've had this past year has been around giving and receiving grace. Because I don't know about you, but in a year like 2020, when everything was upside down for most of the year, we were doing things in all new ways. We were being confronted with grief and loss at a pace that we could barely imagine, particularly white people, confronted with issues around racial injustice that we probably hadn't thought about on as deep a level as we were being forced to live into them in this past year. So giving and receiving grace has been one of those important lessons that I've learned. I know somewhere along the lines, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we had the insight that, you know what, our best, whatever our best is right now, kind of sucks. Like, it's not all that great. And it's because we were doing everything for the first time, for the most part. So it's okay if you have to give and ask for a lot of grace right now. You're probably not, and it's not going to be much different in 2021, that you're not going to be getting everything done like you had hoped or wanted. Not everything that you do is going to be done in the sort of whatever the ideal was of that, if such a thing ever really existed. But like the ideal of what you would hope it to be is just not going to be. So being able to extend yourself grace and say, okay, I'm not going to get all that done, or I'm not going to do that in that particular way, and that's okay. And I think if you're extending it to yourself, it'll be easier to recognize when other people are making choices that are just stemming from being overwhelmed and dealing with change. So give and receive a little bit of grace this week to yourself first, but also to anyone around you. We all could use a little bit of extra grace. And grace will probably be one of the things that will come up and that we'll explore in one of my upcoming events. I have a bunch. Check out my Eventbrite page. But I'm going to tell you about my upcoming coaching group, which is how to have hard conversations. We're going to meet monthly for 6 months, have a little bit of reading and homework in between, but a 2-hour session once a month. And we're going to be leaning into how do we have hard conversations, and you need some grace for that. So I hope you check out my Eventbrite page and join us. That's a very limited group. It will only be a max of 7 people. So I hope you join me in that. That will